Oh, it's just 13 minutes? Oh, let's go.
Yeah,
I thought
dude.
this was short. I thought it was like 6 minutes.
Nah.
Oh, hold on. Can I exit the... Okay, cool. I'm ready.
You still in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to, like,
Hello,
move the
everyone.
chat over.
Right.
I'm
right.
that's what I
Eiji
heard.
Konnichiwa.
producer of the Legend of Zelda
Konnichiwa,
series.
Saima.
First, I have some news. Development on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is now complete.
Oh, tears is in like
Thank you very much.
crying.
Right.
Interesting. 'Cause
Also,
I thought you meant like tears as in like T-I. Do T-I.
Oh, T.I. Tilted half. Tip.
haha.
Sorry.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
Development's complete though, so that's pretty sweet.
Mm.
Did you
Yeah,
guys know
well-
that Nintendo like finishes games and then holds them for like years at a time?
Jeez. I hate that.
Like,
Where'd you hear that from?
well, they
that makes
do
me
it.
so angry.
Well, they do it to release things like not all at once. Like
Yeah.
the Fire Emblem game that
Okay.
just came out in January, I'm pretty
It's
sure was
smart.
finished like a year and a half before.
They also, it's so funny because they also just make a ton of the main games there. Like, you don't, like when you buy a game for Xbox, I feel like, or PlayStation or PC, whatever, it's not made by Microsoft or it's not made by Sony. Where like every big game
Oh yeah.
on Switch is made by Nintendo. So it
Yeah.
actually kind of makes sense.
The only thing on Nintendo outside of like first party games are like indie games, which Nintendo the Switch is actually an amazing indie console. Like,
Yeah.
it's so
Well,
good.
having a handheld is just really nice for it.
Right.
Like I was playing Moonlighter, and that was like nice on handheld and nice to
Yeah.
play on the TV.
Were you playing that recently?
No, when it came out.
Yeah. I played that too. I actually got
It's on Game Pass too. I was thinking about restarting.
yeah. You guys can't see this because I don't have my camera on in Discord because it's on OBS.
Unbelievable.
But I got these like Joy-Cons for the Switch,
Oh, yeah?
made by Hori.
Are they good?
They're actually so
Sorry,
nice.
who?
Really?
Hori.
And do they clip
who was
in normally?
Yeah, they clip in normally. They don't work wirelessly. They have to be on the side, you know. But it's got like way better like
grip?
joysticks, and it's like bigger
cool.
and it's more comfortable.
I will say the joysticks
back
on that
buttons, too.
are small. They're like too
Oh, they're
they
garbage.
kind of
like,
are.
small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're absolutely terrible.
Whimsy too.
But this is
Especially when you play like Mario Kart with just a little thing. I
Oh
just
my
like I hold
gosh.
it and I feel like I'm
it's
breaking
so
it.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Hori. Shoot, what is it called?
Wait, Corey or
Hori.
Hori.
Hori. They've made like controllers
Oh,
like
okay.
forever.
so not like WHORY? Because I was
No,
I
like,
think you're
not
saying
like that.
WHOREY.
Right.
yeah.
No, not like that one, Dan.
Okay, that makes it a little better.
I see the dark triad in you.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
of
it's
course.
Hori Nintendo Switch Split Pad Pro is what it's called, Brian. It's $50, but it is like so nice.
That's sweet.
So it's worth the price, you think,
Hashtag ad.
to give you a review?
Oh well,
Hashtag
the
ad.
normal Dan. You want to
Hashtag
know
paid
the
ad.
right? Dan, do you want to know the normal price of Joy-Cons?
Probably like $80.
Well, let me guess.
$80.
Yeah.
I would have let you
What?
guess, but Brian said it.
Oh, I didn't
$80.
realize if it
Okay.
was 80. I didn't
Yeah,
actually
no.
know.
Nice, good guess, man. Good
80.
guess.
And like, you know how much like the Pro controller is for Switch?
Dude, 120 then. I don't know.
Nah, it's 70, but still,
70. Okay.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
a
lot.
lot.
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
And nothing goes on sale ever.
true. The lowest
I'm
any
actually
games go on
surprised-
sale is $40 normally.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised that Nintendo would let an independent company make like Joy-Con things. I would almost think they would want to have a monopoly over like who can manufacture that stuff.
I know PlayStation
understand.
kind of does that a little bit. Like, you can swap out the like faceplates on the PS5.
Yeah.
And like have them be like different colors and stuff. And people were like
Right.
selling like third party ones. And I think like Sony kind of like nipped that in the bud, and they're like, we're selling these, and we're like
That's
blocking
crazy.
anybody else from selling them. I'm pretty sure that is the case. Yeah. All right, let's watch this
Interesting.
trailer.
Yeah, let's go
for waiting. Many of you are looking forward to this game, and we've released a few trailers so
That's
far.
me.
Although it'll just be a brief glimpse, I'm going to actually play the game for you all today and
Let's
show you what
He's
it's
playing
like.
the game? Nice.
Okay?
Okay.
Let's begin.
Oh man, they're making
Here we
that
are.
poor guy use that.
Yeah, that's the worst. It's the one that comes with it. It's
Yeah.
just a
Oh
plastic
man.
piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That's rough.
Hate it.
That is rough that he has to use that controller.
The land of Hyrule.
All right.
Or he just switches it out so he can't.
Like
Yeah,
The Legend of
probably,
Zelda Breath of the
yeah.
Wild,
Yeah.
there's a vast world to explore.
They're just really trying
Of
to
course,
promote it.
it's not just the same world as is. It's changed in many ways. If we talk about all of
It's
the
such a
changes
beautiful
today,
game.
we'll run out of time, so
It really is. It really is.
So
This
you guys
doesn't
you
look
guys like
that
the
familiar.
graphics? The graphic style?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I thought the first one
agree.
was like one of the most beautiful. Like, it's weird because it's not normal look. Like, it's cartoony. It's like a
Well,
it's
It
animated.
looks like a Nintendo game. You know, it
Yeah,
kinda has
very
that
much.
Nintendo
But
style,
it
yeah.
is probably the most beautiful Nintendo game they've ever made.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
just like the grass is great. The water looks nice. Like, everything just looked good, in my opinion.
Just like you.
Like the only problem with the graphics is, and this is just a tech limitation of the Switch, is the draw distance. So like
Yeah,
everything in the foreground is like
right.
amazing
The like
looking.
rendering of
Like-
yeah,
Like the grass and everything looks so good, but then when you look at
Yeah.
like the mountains and stuff in the background,
yeah, it's like all blocky until you start climbing them, and it's like, oh wow, this is like really
yeah.
detailed. But like,
I will give the Zelda devs props because they kind of like it looks bad, but it also like looks okay. You know, like I think
it
they
looks
kind of
good
use
enough. Yeah.
like
And when you
tricks,
zoom in, like
you
with
know?
the binocular thing, it looks
Mhm.
good. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like it stays kind of that blockiness,
Right.
which is nice because sometimes that happens in games where like when you zoom in with a gun or something like that, it doesn't necessarily render it the same way.
Right.
But
Now,
yeah,
I will say, like, everything in the background of Breath of the Wild is what the entirety of the graphics of the new Pokemon games were. Like
Yeah.
the graphics, it just
Yeah.
looks like the textures of the stuff in the background. Utterly ridiculous.
every Pokemon looked like that block on the far left.
Yeah, no, for real though.
Nice.
Man, I tried to go back to that game. Like when I played it, like I enjoyed it for the most part. Wish I could have went into like buildings and stuff. That was like one of my biggest complaints.
Yeah, that was me too.
That was
the cities were
weird.
so boring.
Yeah,
Like the towns and stuff was so lame.
right. I loved the 3-tiered story. That was great.
Agreed.
The one with the guy's dog, fantastic. Best thing that's ever
Mhm.
been in a Pokemon game story wise.
Yeah,
In a
yeah.
long time at least. But I tried to play the game again a couple weeks ago, and I don't think I'm ever going to be able to play that game again because the graphics are
Yeah.
so bad. I beat
Yeah, it's
it.
crazy.
I liked it, but maybe
Wow.
when the DLC, if the DLC is good or something. But
So
like,
it's
Yeah.
that much of a deal breaker for you?
it
'cause
is
you can
hard
play-
to look at, man. Like,
You can play like retro games though, and like, you know, the graphics are obviously not up to par, but I guess because of
it's
the era
it's
that
like
it was
an
made
art
in,
style
it's like,
thing though. Like the
Yeah.
art, like
Yeah.
I don't know.
I also feel like
like
it didn't render well. Like, I feel like I lagged a lot. Like,
yeah.
I feel like it wasn't a good performance. Let
Oh,
alone,
yeah,
like,
frames
the
were
graphics.
terrible.
Like, yeah,
Frames were awful.
Hmm.
which makes it worse. Like, I could take graphics for the most part, but when it's like lagging
Yeah.
and there's terrible frame drop and stuff, it makes games so hard to play.
Yeah.
So do you think
Agreed.
then that means Nintendo is kind of not giving up on Pokemon, but having different priorities? It's like, okay,
It's just
you know,
insane how you can make a game like this if it's the same company,
6
then you go
years
and-
before.
and then you go
Two.
and make a game like Pokemon, and it's
Right.
just
yeah.
the quality difference is so dramatic it's like
This is a Wii U game, dude.
it's
Like,
crazy.
this is a Wii
Yeah.
U game that was
Yeah.
also on Switch, and
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
runs circles around the new Pokemon game. It's like
Yeah.
that's what's irritating when people are like, "Oh, we need a new Switch because the hardware is not good enough." It's like, yeah, we do need a new Switch, but also like that's not why Pokemon look bad.
Yeah,
They just
So
rush
why-
every single
why-
game out.
So you think that
Yeah.
that's the reason they're just rushing too much?
Well, Nintendo doesn't have full control
Has
of the
to be.
Pokemon IP. It's split up
Ah,
between them and then like Game Freak / the Pokemon Company.
Okay. Huh.
And yeah. So I mean it's like they own it, but like
They're ruining it.
Basically.
The
Yeah.
last couple of games, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just not been as great, but yeah. Back to Zelda though.
Yeah.
Back to Zelda.
Couple of things I'm noticing right here. It looks like there's coordinates on the map.
Oh, I see what you're
Which
saying.
is interesting. Then there's a thermometer, which is
That was
really,
there.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, because you had to
Hmm.
when you were in like the Goron place. I think it was the Goron place.
Yeah.
You had to like put on their stuff.
Yeah, I remember that part. Yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
remember there being a thermometer though. But maybe
Yeah,
that's like
yeah.
a, I don't know. That's weird. I don't know what that little purple thing is too underneath the
Is
thermometer.
That's
that like
the
the
sound.
sound
That was
waveform
like
and
how
everything?
stealthy you're being. That was there too.
Weird.
Maybe
It's like UI things you can turn off and on. Maybe I had to like turn them off.
Oh,
maybe.
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 I feel like
yeah.
I feel like the temperature thing might not have been always there. I feel like it might have
It
came
looks
on when you got
kinda
too
familiar.
close.
Yeah.
But you definitely had to switch because you had to switch a tire.
Yeah. No, I 100% remember the
Yeah.
clothing change.
Yeah.
I just thought you started taking damage. Maybe I feel like you could turn off some UI stuff, so maybe I just turned it off.
Maybe.
Um,
But you know the
we hope-
numbers is a good.
Yeah. So what's interesting about the coordinates though is that there's speculation that there's going to be like cave systems or like an underworld.
I was gonna say there's 3. It's like XYZ.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously you'll be able to go up into the sky.
Right.
it's like
Yeah.
Sky
Which makes
Islands.
sense.
Yeah. Okay, we'll keep watching.
Hope you'll seek them out for yourself when the game launches. In this game, the vast world of Hyrule reaches
Yeah,
high
that middle
into the
one's
sky.
The
You'll
height.
notice some land masses floating up there.
Yeah.
We call them Sky Islands.
Looks like a ship.
You're probably wondering something.
Oh yeah, it is.
How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up?
I don't remember. So this is by the Dueling Peaks. You remember that place, Brian?
So is this the actual same map?
It's the same map. It's just adjusted.
Okay.
That's what they've said.
I
basically.
didn't realize that. I haven't looked up anything. by the
Oh
way.
whoa! This is. Have you watched the other trailers at all?
No, I haven't watched anything.
Okay. Well
Yep.
then, I don't really know anything that would be that big of a spoiler. This actually looks the same. Now that I'm kind of like reorienting myself with the world, I thought we were on the other side of the Dueling Peaks, but I remember this was the first stable you went to in Breath of the Wild.
I was gonna say this is the one with a couple missions.
I think so. Yeah, I think a few of them had missions, but yeah, this was like
Okay.
this was on the way to Kakariko Village at the beginning. If that was the way you went at the beginning, so you can go wherever.
If we take a look, oh, something's falling from the sky. Do you see it?
Tears.
I wonder what that
Tears.
is.
Right.
head
Maybe it's a
over to
tear.
Or maybe we're going up a tier.
We're almost
Oh.
at the spot where the object fell.
Oh.
Here it is. Okay, let's use one of Link's new abilities.
Is it a
If you do
chest?
this on the rock that just fell, look, it started rising.
Rewind.
This power is known as recall,
Oh, that's
which
interesting.
rewinds an object's movement.
Oh,
Since
Green
I
of
just
Time?
used recall on the fallen rock,
Right.
I can now rise into the sky. We're a lot closer to the Sky Islands. Let's use the paraglider to reach one of them.
Wait, where did that thing fall from?
Just like random. It seemed like.
It's kind of weird.
It's literally just like rocks falling from the sky.
There are a
Yeah.
few other sky islands floating here,
Asteroid.
too.
Yeah.
I made it. There are lots of ways to reach the sky islands, so
Sorry, I'm just trying to like look around right now to see if there's
Yeah.
like anything in the background. There's a tower on this mountain.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that. I can't tell if that's
One of the dragons, which is sweet.
Yeah. It's cool that those are still in. I can't tell if that's Death Mountain.
so we hope you'll try it.
I don't know.
I don't know. There's
It's
also
been
like
so long since I played.
Dude, it's been so long since I played. It's been forever, man.
Yeah.
There's also like
I-
lights over here. It looks like it's like lights coming from a city or
It
something,
does
which
look
is
like
kind of
that,
weird.
yeah. That is weird.
Stole that from Pokemon or something.
A few different methods.
Or Mario.
Yeah, or Mario. Yeah.
They're going to be playing the song.
Okay.
Right.
Now we're on a slightly bigger sky island.
What's the L on the top
Just
left?
like on
Is that like sword? Because
That is a great question.
What's L? What was L? I don't remember that. Oh, that's your power.
L is real.
That was the
Oh, wait,
power.
that's you guys wouldn't get that.
What?
Sorry, there
Oh,
it's some
okay.
like some really random thing from Super Mario 64.
Oh, okay.
Is yeah.
on
Uh,
surface, there are several man-made structures.
It's like, you know how there were like those old rumors in games back in the day,
Yeah.
like Missing No in Pokemon or something like that. There was like this really big fan theory that Luigi was like either in Super Mario 64 or was like going to be like a playable character that got cut.
Oh, that's funny.
And there's like this one sign in the game that's like basically like not legible, you know?
Yeah.
And people were convinced that it said L is real. So yeah, I think there was
That's
more
funny.
to it, but yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, so that is the Master Sword. Like the Master Sword's kind of jacked. I'm gonna rewind a little bit because I want to see what it looked like.
So we hope you'll try.
Oh, that is so interesting.
What?
It's like it went backwards for you guys, right?
Yeah.
Like
What are we
what
looking at?
is that L thing in the top left?
I think
right
it's
now?
the power.
Yeah, it
I
looks
think
like the
that,
rewind.
I think that was the
or
rewind.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
And then the
Different
other one is
methods.
just some other thing. I don't know what the see
Okay.
if there's new ones.
Now we're on
Huh.
a slightly bigger.
That's my
sky
assumption.
island.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I
Just
will
like
say
on
it
the
does look a
surface,
little
there-
I don't know how at what point of production this is, but it doesn't look as good as the other one, I feel like. I feel like it doesn't look as nice.
What
Although-
quality is the
yeah.
playback of the video for you? Because
Ye-
mine's a little
well,
low right now.
Mine's
like
1080p,
480p.
but my laptop's kind of like, or my monitor's kind of. I feel like it's not that clear.
Yeah.
Um,
But I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking it.
maybe.
There are several
watching.
man-made structures.
Yeah.
Some trees are also growing here.
Oh, I think I
You
actually
won't
know what
see many
that
of those other
ability
trees
is.
on the surface, though. Let's walk around for a bit.
I think they explained it in a second.
There's a branch on the ground.
Any other game that would
When
you
you
take
find
so
something
much
like
fall
this,
damage.
you should pick it
Right?
up. It might come in handy later. Let's
All
continue.
right. That confirms that destructible weapons are in the game.
That was in last game, though, right?
Yeah. A lot of people did not like
Except
that.
for the Master Sword.
Except for the Master Sword, yeah. The Master Sword would just like
But
if
you
you
can't-
used it for too long,
Yeah, it would
it
just
would-
like yeah. But you
you
would
have
get
to
you got that
recharge.
like I feel like pretty early.
you could, yeah, you could get it pretty early if you wanted.
Yeah. So
I didn't have
mind it.
I didn't have
didn't
a
mind
huge
it.
problem with it.
I didn't mind it at all.
A lot of people did.
That's fine. I mean, it's
um,
it's non-Zelda at all. Like it's very off of. The
It was
brand, but-
random. It was
Yeah.
weird.
But I mean,
Uh,
it's open worldy. I mean, it does like
Yeah,
an open world RPG has that kind of stuff. You know. I mean,
yeah. A lot of
like
times.
most games like that. You know.
It's kind of like a
something like that.
survival game element almost.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I mean, like Dying Light has like that aspect.
true.
You know.
Oh, something's there. This is a brand new enemy called a construct. We'll fight it using the branch we just picked up.
I like how it's using a branch too.
The branch
like-
broke.
Right.
Good, not good. Quick, get another branch and... we defeated it.
Nice.
Moving on. We've now explored more of this
I love
sky
the sound.
island.
Yeah.
As expected, fighting with just a branch won't get us very far. Also, this branch is almost broken. So here's another one of Link's new abilities. If we use this branch and the rock over here, and do this, look, we can stick them together. We
What?
created a
Oh,
makeshift
wow.
hammer. This is called
So you like
fuse.
build stuff in
You can
this.
stick objects together to create
That's
new
cool.
Dude, just wait. It's pretty sick.
weapons with various effects. Let's take on another construct with this fused weapon. We're dealing with two of them at once.
It looks so goofy.
It
How can you
does,
swing that
yeah.
around?
Weapons
It's,
attack has definitely improved.
it's got to be heavy.
The other branch broke, but this weapon has much better durability. You can do all sorts of things by experimenting with the fuse ability. You can fuse two weapons, for example.
Oh yeah,
If
check
we
this
take this
out.
long stick and fuse it with a pitchfork, we can create a weapon with a much longer
It's
It's
attack.
like a
So-
halper.
Yeah, it's so long.
With this, we don't have to get
Holy
too close to
cow!
enemies,
It's
That looks
so
so
and we
good.
can
goofy,
safely
bro.
attack from a distance.
That's so goofy.
You can also fuse arrows with materials in your inventory. For instance, try fusing this leaf to an arrow.
What the?
Fuse an ice elemental material to an arrow and you can freeze faraway enemies.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
instead of
super
having
nice.
like a
Very
ice arrow or
That's
something.
so
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
In addition, let's see.
Okay, let's
There's-
talk about what we just saw though.
Wait, are they done with the fuse? I think there's one more.
Okay, no, we
There's
can
a
watch
bird
that.
flying around. If you're out hunting, you might feel that aiming with an arrow is too difficult.
Oh, this is cool.
Apparently, my
Just
eyes
fuse the
can't
birds
track
here, then.
fast-moving objects as of
Right.
late, so my shots rarely land.
Guys,
So
are you
at times
trying
like
now?
these,
I thought I was gonna hit.
here's
Yeah,
another
right.
one you
It
can
kinda
get
looked
by
like it.
defeating monsters. Fuse it to an arrow and
A homing.
look.
No
it's homed in on the
way.
target.
Yeah.
Let's try this on another bird.
That's so sick.
I'll just fire in that
kinda
general
OP.
direction. It's very simple. Depending on what you stick together, the fuse ability could also be beneficial for hunting. I fused a mushroom to my shield. Now, you're probably wondering if this has any use. Well, this mushroom is actually a puff shroom. Let's fight an enemy
Oh,
with
that's
this.
cool.
I blocked with the shield.
It's like a smoke
Okay,
grenade.
there's smoke now.
Yeah.
The enemy's lost sight of Link, so attack.
Dang.
Even if you struggle with
dramatic.
combat, you can take down enemies using similar
me.
methods. In the previous
Yeah, I
game,
sucked
you
at
usually
combat
get powerful weapons by defeating
in
strong
Breath of
enemies.
the Wild.
But in this game, fusing even the weakest weapon with something else
What?
could turn it into a useful weapon. There are even more gameplay options
It's like
for sticking
anything,
things
dude.
together.
So
What?
random. Yeah.
Some of
Okay. So
That's
it's done
so
talking
cool.
about weapons, but like they took like what was a controversial element to some people. I never
Yeah.
really minded it that much, and turned it into like it's
Its own
ridiculous,
unique thing.
but
yeah.
it's like
It's pretty cool.
so sweet. Like
That's so cool.
it's so random.
The arrow thing makes it so nice, actually. That's a very nice
Yeah.
upgrade.
I
Now,
remember
the
like
only thing that I'm a little concerned about is like, did they make the fusing capabilities like equal in their capability? Because I feel like depending upon how some people are going to approach the game, there's going to be like one fusing that's like way better than all the others. That's like super OP. So then the game might just become almost like kind of too easy. If you're like, oh, I just need these two items, and this thing is like super OP, and I can
Yeah.
basically do anything. You know?
So-
So I think
Unless like that item is like hard to get. 'Cause
yeah,
If everything breaks, you still have the problem of like needing
It
the
breaking.
quantity
right.
of
that's
the
true.
the stuff.
I bet you there will be some really OP stuff, but it's
there's got to be
probably just
something
gonna
good,
be
but it's got to be like
Yeah.
one or two, like hard to
it's
get.
a pain
Like,
to get to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm hoping so.
yeah.
I mean that's kind of like what the first game was kind of like. Like there was some really good swords and stuff you can get, but like I don't know, it just wasn't even like worth it to me. Like I just used the master sword most of the time because it was like good enough,
Mhm.
you know. So
I liked I enjoyed. I think because I like it in other games. I enjoy taking like the different sword or whatever weapon you have into the combat that you think is like better for that combat. Like I
yeah,
enjoy like trying to figure out like, okay, these are fire guys, like let me use something ice or like vice versa.
right.
So I enjoy
Mhm.
that stuff. So I like them able to switch off like things
And
like that.
and they didn't show it on here, but I would bet that you could like combine like that stick with a stone on the end of it. I bet
Mhm.
you could combine that with like one of those like fire things
Yeah,
and
and
make it like a
fire
fire.
weapon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
cool. That'd be cool.
So we'll see like how exactly that'll work because that was like a big thing in
Yeah,
Breath of the Wild. So
yeah.
The Sky Islands even have rivers.
oh, this is pretty sweet too.
We'll want to cross this one, but
You'll
swimming
like this,
across
Brian.
it, well, the river's too wide for that. We need a boat.
The water textures also do look a lot better in this game.
Mm.
Brian's not sold.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Of course,
I,
there isn't
I
anything
think the water
resembling
looks
a boat
nice.
around here. So, we'll lift up this log and attach it to a second log. Let's
It's
do
just a
one
survival
more.
game.
We'll bring this over here and attach a third log. It's a
The
makeshift
amount of hours
raft.
I'm gonna put into this is
I
This
know
is
unreal
it's
already.
gonna be
Yeah.
disgusting.
Ultra hand. Even though the logs are currently attached, they can be detached. Let's modify the shape of the raft. You can always attach things or detach them like this.
Oh.
Now, if we put this on the water, it's made of wood, so the buoyancy will keep it afloat. We've made a simplified version of a boat. However, it won't move in its current state, so we'll need something to propel it forward.
Wait, hold on. Did you guys see that?
So we'll need something.
Like straight back. It almost looks like there's like a little like cave or something. Sorry. I don't know. It's too like
I can't tell the smoke.
I can't really tell.
It's like
Fog
to the
It's
right,
like
right of the trees, or
yeah, like right by that one
Right
tree
straight
to
ahead.
the left.
Yeah.
Like a
I
big
see what you're
question mark
saying.
Oh,
about
yeah,
the
okay. I
game
see what you're
still is like there doesn't
Dungeons.
appear to be shrines in the same sense
Oh.
as in the first game. So like
Hmm.
how is like fast travel going to work? Like you remember the towers in the first game?
Yeah.
Those appear to be gone too.
Really.
So
I like the where you had to like you got a tower and then a section opened up.
yeah, it was like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll have like some version of it, but it's probably just gonna be like Sky Island, you know, like go up to the top of the Sky Island. But yeah, so like it's a huge question mark, like how dungeons and stuff are gonna work in this game. If it's gonna be like
Gotcha.
one-off puzzles like shrines, or if it's gonna be
Right.
like full-scale Zelda dungeons like in the past.
Hopefully a mix.
Yeah, I'd be yeah.
There's something here.
That'd be good.
Let's try hitting it. Oh, wind. It's blowing wind. Looks like we found a fan. Why don't we try attaching it?
nice.
Why don't we try attaching 2 fans?
We'll attach another one.
Oh,
This should make the
Yeah,
boat well
my
balanced.
dog.
Okay, they're attached. All right, let's try moving the boat. Hey, it's moving. It's sailing pretty fast with the wind from the fans. Since we added 2 fans, we should be able to cross the river in no time.
Doesn't look like a
Right,
dungeon.
we reached
It
the
is
other side.
not. I forgot that they came over here.
In the most recent trailer, we showed scenes
What?
of Link riding a large
Yeah.
Like a tractor
Yeah.
or something. Like,
What is
It's so
that?
insane, dude. The car. Man.
In the
so
most recent
crazy.
trailer, we showed scenes of Link riding a large car
A blimp. Or not a blimp, hot air balloon.
Huh.
and a flying
It's like
machine.
Team Rocket.
Those vehicles actually
Like, so crazy, man. Like,
Is that
this
actual?
is-
That's
Is that
crazy.
an actual screenshot or is that just like concept art?
I think it's an actual screenshot, dude. I think
Really?
it was, yeah.
Dude, it looks like concept art.
Yeah, it does.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
aren't in the game from the start. Instead, you'll be able to freely craft them on your own. There are all sorts of objects you'll come across in this game. And depending on how you use your imagination, you can do a lot with them. So, try crafting different things and explore this
Oh,
world
I
at
bet.
your leisure. There are
What?
Huh. So I was just thinking, because like you in the other game you had the like the leaves to like blow the air. I wonder if you can like use that as well in like a situation like that.
Leaves to blow the air.
Yeah, like in the other game you had like a big giant leaf as like a
Oh,
weapon, and
right.
all
to
it
like
did was like
steer
shoot
the...
air.
Yeah,
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 so instead
yeah.
of like putting those wind things on, you could do that with like the mast or something.
Right.
It's interesting.
That might be how you like steer it.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
even more new
This looks kind of like a dungeon
abilities.
of sorts.
Those look dungeony.
Take this building over here. Okay, watch this.
Well, maybe not.
Look,
What?
I passed right through the ceiling.
What?
This new ability is called Ascend. If you're in a place with a ceiling, you can go through to the floor above you.
And
There
every
are some
building.
restrictions, but what's great about this ability is that as long as
Sounds
there's
like
a
for the
ceiling,
most part.
you can use it anywhere.
Dungeon.
For example, this place has a cave with a
think
hill
it's just a
right above
cave.
it. If we use the ability here, come on, keep going.
So I'm
Okay.
assuming there's
We
only
That
emerged
seems
at
like
the
a
top of
cheat.
the hill.
there's like certain spots in each place with the ceiling, so it's not like anywhere you can spawn. It's only like one particular location.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that looks like anywhere.
It
Really?
sounds
Huh.
like most places you can do it. They said that there were some limitations, but it kind of seems like you can do it
So,
a lot
but
of
like
places.
my question is he always going to spawn in like the same spot though, in that particular place, or could he have gone like anywhere?
I
on
think
this?
you could have. Yeah.
Oh
think
no,
if
I think you
if you
go
were
from
slightly left, you would be
whatever
slightly
your
left.
coordinates were, and then
Yeah,
you're just
and you
like
just go
y
up.
coordinate goes up.
Yeah.
Jeez, okay. I mean,
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That like takes out
Climbing,
like a lot of the climbing.
which is
Yeah.
nice. Climbing was a pain
Yeah.
sometimes, but also I think that this might have been added because of those like like the underworld thing or like cave
Gotcha.
stuff, which makes sense. So like you can just go from down there to like the overworld like whenever you want, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
However that works.
In the previous game, you had to use stamina to climb a mountain. But in this game, if there's a mountain with a cave like this one, you can now get to the top without having to climb all the way up. Here's another example. Imagine you're stuck in a cage. If it's got a ceiling, you know what to do, right? Exactly. Oh, there's another construct.
Little foreshadowing.
It seems to be holding a strange
Right.
weapon. Some
You mean a
enemies are
door.
equipped
It's
with
holding a
fused
door.
weapons, so
Yeah,
battles
it
will
actually
play out a bit
is, yeah.
differently from the previous game.
Um,
Ah, it blew me away with wind.
See?
Looks like it's got some sort of setting. Ah! I got pushed off. Oh well, let's just return to the
Wait, what is that?
surface.
That looks like the divine beast symbol from the
Yeah.
first game, but it's just gone.
Maybe that's where they were.
Maybe.
You can quickly descend from the sky to the surface like this.
Maybe
Feels
it's
so
not.
good.
Maybe it's something different.
In the sky, you'll be able to look out across the land.
It's impressive.
There's the Ganon mist
It does
thing.
seem like there's a tower over here, like straight to the left a little
That's what the
bit.
light is?
No, not the lights.
See the lights? There's a tower like above it. See that?
Oh yeah, there is a tower. Yeah, right to the bottom leftish
bottom left.
area. Yeah, that's true.
And
And it looks like a similar tower on the right a little bit.
you can also search.
Yeah,
There's also
another.
like a,
Yeah, all the lights are like towers. See
but
that?
it
There's
looks
another
they
one.
look different though. Like they don't.
They
This
definitely
one
look
looked
different.
This one looked different than the other one we were just looking at.
For destinations that pique your interest. Once you
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna back it up just a little bit. That's not where
Oh, that's
Divine
so
Beast
nice.
was.
You can accelerate it.
Oh yeah. That's not where the Divine Beast was though. It's weird.
Once you've chosen your destination, you can speed things up.
Yeah,
Like
nice.
this.
Thank
Let's
God.
dive into this
Nice.
river.
What? Not going to take any damage?
And we're back on the surface.
Wow.
There are
What?
still so many things I'd like to show you, but
That
let's leave it
bird.
at that for
That-
now.
Bokoblin being flown around by a
Yeah.
bird. Yeah. It's funny.
Is that a seat? Is that a giant seat?
There's like a little sign next to it.
Eh.
What did you think?
Like I'm wondering.
That's it?
Yes.
That's all they're giving me?
Wow.
I know, right?
My gosh.
I'm wondering if you're gonna be able to like build like houses.
A
and stuff.
base? Dude, that would be so sick.
Right?
That was
Oh,
something
yeah,
I was
yeah.
dying for in the other one.
Right. And like that being able to have a house was nice, but like you couldn't
Yeah.
do anything with it.
You can do anything.
Basically. You could put some swords on display.
Yeah, but that was it. And I tried. Like once I figured out you could have a house, that's all I did until I got it.
Right.
It's just I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Base
That
building and things.
also like the Terrytown quest in
That
Breath
was
of the
my
Wild.
favorite.
So good. I wonder
That was
if
my favorite quest.
Terrytown better still be there. Fully
I bet
built.
it better be thriving.
It better be huge. The
The
biggest
amount of work
city.
I put into it, it better be thriving.
Right.
Some of these new abilities were updated from the
I don't
previous
think there's
game.
really anything else.
I'm sure some of you watching me play were thinking, wait, if you could do that, then maybe you could do this too. In this game, you can do a lot of things just by thinking about what's even possible. There's still a lot of new gameplay, mysteries, and encounters we couldn't show today, but they're all jam-packed into this unfamiliar Hyrule, and we hope you'll use your imagination to explore it. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the real question is, do you think he actually played that gameplay we saw live?
No way.
Or was he just...
No chance.
No way.
There's no shot he even played it.
Dude, come on, man. Yeah. Right.
All right, I'm gonna share a link with you guys
That was
that
actually
you will
crazy.
appreciate.
I see what you did there, Chris. A link.
Haha. Check that bad boy out.
All right, let's see this. What is this?
Is it Star Wars?
Imagine if you
love
could
that.
do that, dude. How sweet would that be?
That would be so cool.
Would be so sick. And then like
It
I don't
just
know.
turns red.
or like you apply a fire thing to it, or like an electric thing to it.
It just automatically turns red.
So cool.
You just put them
dude.
two together.
Right.
that
Dang, that would be
actually
so
is so
sick.
sweet.
Yeah. So it says the potential to be top 10, top 5 game of all time for me, I think. We'll see.